Hi. Well, I am looking at this, okay, and I see two problems here. The first problem is not exactly, I understand you are right, and maybe I can do that in the future, but not right now, okay? And the point is, anything, again, I have to repeat this, but it's not clear. It's not your fault. Anything here, anything in the actor input, in the GM input, and the enemy input can only be used in the resolution. I know you are saying, okay, but I'm not using anything here. Yes, you are. You are using a stat of the enemy. And at this point, this is done before the enemy is selected. So I can't have this stat, you can't have this stat here. The order this is, they select the enemy, they fill these fields, and after you select the enemies, you can have this input. So you can't access the actor enemy here. That's why it doesn't appear. Okay, look, I admit that it would be nice if we could do that, but we can't at this point. So what you have to do is simple this. At the resolution area, nest, put another action step here, and in that action step, you ask if enemy ref is greater or equal weight, then ask all these questions here. And in the resolution of the nested action step, you have everything. Okay? So please do that at this moment, and maybe in the future we can have this. I think it will be very interesting to have this, but we can't do that. You have that right now. On a bright side, you gave me an idea, and although I took a couple of hours doing it, now we have this or this. So it's working. Thank you for the idea. Thank you for the suggestion. Now, the second problem is weapon input field, which is an inventory here. Weapon is an inventory, okay? And you are using an inventory to access a table field. Fezzik did the same mistake, okay? Remember that when I say this, okay, and I was trying to say that here the example was he was using the skill in the inventory to access the table skill. You cannot do that. It's different things, okay? One thing is the line in the inventory of that character. The other is the table is different. Although I understand that in your character sheet, the weapons has the same table, CRB. And you may think that, okay, if this has only one field here, I can directly use that inventory to access the table, but it's not the case. You have to use an inventory field. Let me show you how it's done. Here, see, weapon input field is that information is an inventory. It's not the weapon. It's a pointer to the line, which currently has only one column, but you may have the name of the weapon, which was a text, or a skill in that weapon for that character, and so on. So you have to use an inventory field here, like this. And you choose the field weapon. This is the field weapon inside the inventory. Remember, you could have more fields here. And then this we can use to access this. Okay? Here the same. Inventory there, but you understand the idea, okay? So each time you have an inventory field here, inventory, you should pass through an inventory field before accessing tables. If you look at, I will not save this, I will exit, and it will be good if you send me at least the character sheet from your new character, because I have an old character here. You just click here and save character and give me that character file so I can load into my temporary map for your Cyberpunk Red. Okay, but if you look at the demo, right here, load demo, and you look at the attack, I have the same situation. See, weapon input field here, weapon, it's an inventory, and I have a weapon table. So I have the inventory field and have to grab the weapon. In this case, I'm passing to an info, but the idea is the same. Okay? I have an inventory field. I have to grab an inventory field before using it. Okay? So inventory fields here, inventory fields, input fields type inventory goes to inventory field to grab any column of that particular inventory.